Hey guys, welcome to Alberta Adventure Family. Today we're gonna get some more stuff done on the dome.
Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind,
Oh, good old trench.
fine, I'm standing right here.
Oh, hooking up the last of our LED lights so we can have 4 seasons of growing. Plug that one in, and now we have all of them strung.
Got some watermelon coming.
We have another LED light above these guys. It's basically an LED light above every growing bed. Got our grapes and our tomatoes and our celery and our sweet basil and another light. And these are all strung in series, so they're just connected one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And then we also installed our grow light above the orange trees and another one above all these guys. And we also replaced our carbon battery. It was only 60 amp hours, so we replaced that with a SOK 206 amp hour battery out of our trailer. The BMS actually quit in this battery. It was in our trailer. So we took the one out of the trailer. We got a new BMS sent to us. While we're waiting for that, we got 2 new batteries for the trailer, installed them, and now this one's gonna be in the dome. So we'll have lots of power this winter to run all of our 12 volt systems, like our water pumps and fans and yeah, everything that we need throughout the winter. All also charged by solar outside. So we'll have 100 watts and the 2, I think they're 40 watts that are off of the fans, and hooked all that together in series into the solar charge controller, which charges the batteries. Also working on putting our gas line in, so I've dug a trench all the way to the house, and we're gonna get a professional, of course, to come out and install that. But yeah, it's looking pretty happy in here. Pretty happening with all the lights. That light, if you guys are interested, that's only 25% of its actual brightness. Forget what it's actually called. I think it's RPEC or RTEC, something like that. It's on Amazon. There's different sizes. So we got the 6 light, which is I think around $200. They go all the way up to 8 lights, 10 lights, and it's all in like a series tied LEDs, and they're really low voltage, really high output light. So as you can see, like it's bright. And that's 25%. So middle of winter, we can turn it up to 50. I'm thinking be the max. Don't need 100%. And this old one right here, this is our solar flare that we used to have for growing in the garage and stuff like that to get seedlings going. So we put both of those up top to do the center bed, and lights it up pretty nice actually. I mean, there's not much that doesn't cover, and this, as you can see, the sun is already set. It'll get a little darker in here, but yeah, and our cucumbers, they're doing excellent. We've harvested those guys once already. They got more flowers on them. Gonna harvest again, and winter hasn't even hit yet. The heater, so the heater's gonna be hooked up on Saturday, or he's gonna come out and install the gas line. Probably won't have that in this video, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. We got our trellis built, which is really nice. The grapes can grow all the way up it, and our LED lights hooked up, and our solar system is working great. So I'm quite happy with that. We just didn't have enough battery capacity. The panels would charge that little 60 amp hour battery, and the fans would use it up, and then they'd charge it again, and then they'd use it up. So we need a little bit more of a buffer. So, you know, it's like a 50% draw and then charge, and then 50% draw and then charge, which I think this 206 amp hour battery should be well capable of doing. I mean, we could go camping with this 206 amp hour battery and it would last us 2 full nights. So a few more things we got to do. Like I said, we'll get to the wood. That's the least of my concern right now. It's all about getting the systems running, so that way we have power, we have heat, we have water, right? And so far we've done that. We got all the water hooked up, we got the power hooked up. Next is the heat. I mean, I got that guy installed. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you guys about. We also took down the shade cloth. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's no shade cloth anymore. And these two vents right here, we didn't install the covers, but now we have. So we put those on there, and they're run with a string all the way down here, and we can actually open and close those from down here. We don't have to go up there. So that's really nice. That's supplied by Arctic Acres. Shout out to them. That's a cool design. I think it's a pretty cool design. So we just have these strings right here, and you untie them, and they go all the way up to the vents. There he goes. So now you can see it's open. And if I want to close it, I close it. If I want to open it, I can open it. Yeah, and it's just a string and hook system. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course the thermostats for those are right here. So we just set the temperature we want. You can also just turn them directly on with that button. But pretty cool design. A little monkeying around when I came to putting a ladder up in here, so I stuck the back of the ladder there, and I had to put 2 rocks in there to place the ladder on to get up and hang these 2 lights and do those 2 vents after I took the big shade cloth that covered the whole top down. You only want the shade cloth up for the summer months, so that way you're not getting too much heat in here. It would get really hot if you did, and these fans wouldn't be able to keep up. But with the shade cloth, it blocks a lot of the UV rays and a lot of the light. So you get like, I think 30% of the less light. So that's quite a bit. But yeah, all summer was great. It was max, it hit like 28 in here. And low, I think it never got below 22 or 20 even at night. And now we're gonna test the winter. The winter should be completely different. It should hopefully hold more heat. I'm looking like right now we have no heat, and it's only like 8 degrees outside right now, and it's like balmy. It's a balmy, I think 15, I think maybe 16 or 17-ish. Here's a better one. I think it's like, yeah, it says about 15 degrees. No heat, and it's been cold for the last 2 days, so it's 8 degrees outside, 15 in here. I'll take it. We also have this fan always going. Like, this fan never stops. The ones on the sides, this one over here and the one behind me on this side right there, those ones are hooked up to our battery, solar, but they also have thermostats, and they work, I think I have them set at 24. Maybe I should turn that up. Yeah, 24 degrees, so they don't turn on until they need to. Works like a dam. And so does that pink one. But that pink one's more for bloom.
Hold on to, it's driving me crazy, tired of waiting. I really hate being away from you.
And our pile of rocks, haven't got to that yet. We're still planning on doing this all the way to there. But we got all this done, so I'm happy with that.
I really hate being away from you.
All right, so I've spent the last hour or two hanging some lights. So I got set off Amazon for $100. It's 6 LEDs. I think they're 54 watts each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hung them all the way around the outside, so that's nice. Now we can grow in there. Like, it's already getting dark, and it's, you know, 7 o'clock. It'll get 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and our lights will turn on, and they'll stay on till 8 o'clock. So there's a better look at the Apex 6-strand LED, and that's only at 50%. So I mean, I can always bump it up to 100% midwinter, and these guys will flourish. Like, look at that banana tree. I hope it grows huge. And yeah, there's how the greenhouse is looking with all the lights hung. I know I got those two a little higher, but that's because of these cucumbers. They're taking up quite a bit of height. So we can always lower those and raise them if we have to. And then these ones are a little bit lower for the stuff that's coming in. This is herbs. I don't know if I showed you guys the pond recently, but we got quite a bit going on in the pond. All these red flowers have died back. We got an elephant ear in the back and a few other aquatic plants in the back, some water lettuce, rotter hyacinth, and our tilapia.
So these are like a Hungarian wax pepper. First year ever growing them. However, my plants are producing like crazy. Hell, this was my last like harvest of pickling cucumbers out of my outside garden. I do have a whole bunch planted inside the dome though, and they're coming great. So, and I've already done a dozen jars, so I'll probably end up having, I guess it depends on what I get out of the dome and how long that ends up going on for. Beautiful bananas. I think I'm gonna let them stay on a little bit longer. These are Hungarian, so I'll take them because I want them to be small, bite size. The bananas I want big so I could slice them. Look how full these are. There's a whole bunch and we have nice weather, so I'm gonna see if I can get these to ripen a little bit more on the plant. All right guys, so I still got tons of tomatoes. Like I've said, we still have a few really nice weeks ahead of us, which is sometimes rare for this time of year. Sometimes we have frost the end of August. But I'm taking full advantage of it, and lots of times I'll even take off the green tomatoes and lay them out on a bunch of cardboard in an indirect sunlight location, warm, and they ripen over a few weeks, and then I use them as I need them. Some people even use green tomatoes, but I'm just gonna take advantage of this nice weather, leave them on the bush. I still have some carrots in, and I mean carrots and some rooted vegetables. I even leave in for a frost. A light frost is not gonna hurt them. I even think it sweetens them up. But yeah, so today we got a good little harvest, and I'm getting to the end, but like I said, we still have all the carrots to do, tomatoes, more and more peppers. Like I said, I'm gonna leave some of the banana peppers on and the bell peppers, some jalapenos. I still gotta do some beets, and I might even get a few more zucchini yet, and some raspberries, and some dill. So we'll let the garden just be. All right, so we have more and more pickling cucumbers, and as you can tell, they're producing. Come over here. We also have some really nice long Asian cucumbers coming in here. They're like an English kind of thing, I'm assuming, but they say Asian cucumber. So we have some of them. This beautiful plant. These are our blueberry bushes, so they'll come eventually. This one's growing quite a bit. On here, we have some new foliage coming in up there. If you look really close, some new fruit starting. Lemon eucalyptus. Some lemons. So that's Meyer lemon, lemon balm, bay leaf, calendula, kind of like a whole herb garden over here. Whole herb garden. Rosemary. Oh, it smells so good. Lavender. Some thyme, basil, oregano, different types of oregano kind of planted in here, and some more lavender, marigolds, and our banana, lemon balm. We have our whole kind of water set up here. Let's see if I can get the fish. Let's see if I can get the fish here. Give them a little bit of food. Oh, let's go where there's not much of a... So yeah, these are tilapia. Yes, we're gonna grow to harvest. Watermelon, strawberries. We got some grapes started here. We have tomatoes, celery, different types of peppers. Like, check this guy out. But I do have to say, our peppers got attacked with aphids, so we're working on that situation right now. We got some carrots coming in, got to thin those out. Peas, some broccoli, Brussels sprouts. So once we figure out the aphid situation and we decide what else we're doing, you know what? Like the Brussels sprouts, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, that's gonna fill this area up quite nice. We got peas. I might even bring in some peppers from outside because those plants are doing great. And these ones were too until I ended up getting some aphids, but could have been because of some of the pond plants we brought in. They do say to quarantine your pond plants, check them over. We never did. Oh well, you live and learn. But it's coming along quite nice. Quite beautiful. We still got to finish down around the beds and the top rails all the way along. But yeah, we got the irrigation system all set up and things are growing great. So yeah, this is kind of an idea of what we harvest every day. You know, I get a zucchini or two, I get cucumbers, like pickling cucumbers. This is a long one from the dome. Tons of different types of peppers. We even have some tomatoes down in there and some cayennes. And I'm getting to the point where I have all different types of herbs I can harvest. A couple weeks ago, we did all our raspberries and Saskatoons, blues like Haskell berries. We'll have blueberries and kumquats and grapes and just a bountiful harvest we'll have in the future. I can't wait. That is a high bush cranberry, so it is a native cranberry bush, and yes, it is edible. So I think I'm gonna actually try and harvest some this year. There's not a lot there, but there might be enough to make a small batch of cranberry jam for Thanksgiving dinner. So many things you could harvest here in Alberta, right from your like high bush cranberries, your Saskatoons or your service berries, wild raspberries and strawberries. You can get into herbs, the rose hips for tea and the rose petals for skin infusions, whether you want to put it in the bath or infuse with oils. Dandelions. Oh, and I'm not even going to get started on the fungi because I don't know much about that, but we have some pretty cool looking fungi here in certain areas of Alberta. So yeah, husband and father-in-law, they own a tree truck. We're gonna go do a job tomorrow for my grandfather and father, and they're a couple hours north of where we're at, and they have some beautiful, beautiful trees up there. So we're hoping to maybe bring back a large tree for ourselves. If not, we got a huge hole in the yard, but no, for sure we'll bring back a tree and got a beautiful little spot to put it here in the front yard. All right, so it is September 7th today. My temperature gauge outside is reading 33 degrees, and that's what it says out by the chickens. In their barn, it's about 25-ish. Let's go see what the dome says. This is hot for September. I'm used to the fall temperatures. This morning it was cool. Yesterday morning there was maybe a light frost. It was like 0 degrees. Very chilly out though. In the dome, it is reading. Ooh, look at that. Ouch, that's in the sun. And again. Woo. Oh, he came to supervise. All right, so out here today with Fox Tree Moving, and husband Mike is running the truck today, and we are out in Barhead, Alberta area, just moving some trees on a property from one area to another and creating a nice line here. Yep, locked and loaded. And just like that, the tree is up and loaded. We'll lock it in and take it off to its new location. Beautiful tamarack larch trees. Gonna get ready to all turn color here right away in Alberta. Alrighty. Down through the valley. The other side, and there's the tree truck. All right, there's the tree truck in the field. Let's cut we gotta cut some roots. There we go. Into the hole, and now we're ready to plant the tree. All right, so just walking through this beautiful forest, actually a couple rows we've planted, I think worked out to about 21 trees, and they have 2 nice long rows now for the front of their yard. So yeah, it's turning out quite nice. They'll have a very good border here. All right, what do we got here?
Citrus.
So we've picked ourselves up a tangerine to go next to our kumquat here. We got our blueberries in behind. We got our little pineapple tree going, our lemon tree. And my blue ice grapes are growing like crazy. Let's just zoom into this banana tree here. Look how much it's growing from the beginning. Maybe we can flash back and give you a picture of what it was like a couple months ago. All right, so I've got some turmeric here, and it's the same thing with ginger. You're gonna find your eyes. Some people will splice or cut in half. I don't, or I haven't. In the beginning, I found like a nice moist area helps, because you really want it to get growing. And I kind of put it about, I don't know, a ½ inch underneath the soil. Seriously guys though, look at these cucumbers growing here. I got quite a few of them. I've already harvested them, so this plant's doing great. This guy needs to get picked, but I got some pickling cucumbers coming in like crazy. Really everything is. The greenhouse smells amazing. We couldn't be happier. We still have a lot of work to do inside, obviously, and we will do that as things start to cool down here. Yesterday we went up and we were moving trees with the tree truck for my grandfather, my father, and we dug this gem out and brought it home. So this is our scraggly tamarack larch tree. And these are the ones, yes, that turn completely gold in the fall here in Canada, and everyone flees to find the larches for those beautiful pictures. Well, that is our scraggly, I'm gonna call it my Charlie Brown tree, and I love it. So just working on harvesting some beets now, and we got some big ones, we got some small ones. I still got a lot to dig up, but yeah, I'm gonna be super excited about that, and some more zucchini.
What you doing?
I'm throwing it and Daddy's putting it on her finger bite.
Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more family fun adventures in Alberta.